Hello, Skittles is Cool here, and welcome to the first episode of my new series, which is basically a question and answer round. It's a Q&A, first episode. So yes, thanks to everyone who submitted their questions, and you can keep submitting your questions in the comments below. So without further ado, let's get the first question out of the way. How do you choose what videos to react to? Now the way I do this is first, well for me at least, I have to sort of choose a video that's within a certain time frame, which is around 4 minutes to 10 minutes. I need to find a video that's at least that long, or at least between that time frame. Also, it's a video that has to be popular. Like for example, if I find, say, a YouTube poop that has, what, 4,000 views in only a month, then it's not going to be very good, so I'm not going to do it. But if it's one that has like 200,000 in a year, then that's pretty good, and I would do something like that. What do you think about cloppers? Well, the way I sort of see cloppers versus regular bronies is kind of like bronies versus non-bronies. It's actually not that different. I mean, yeah, granted, cloppers do get a lot of crap for liking Pony Rule 34, but I mean, think about it, when it comes to sex, we all like something a bit weird, and still, cloppers are still technically bronies. We both like Friendship is Magic. They just like it in a slightly different way. Hello from Queensland. I was just wondering, in your last reaction video, this one, you reacted sort of positively to the cupcake sequence, so I was wondering, what do you think of cupcakes? Here we go. Now the thing about cupcakes is, I actually like it. And I'm not saying this to be a troll or anything, I actually genuinely like cupcakes, mainly because it's grimdark, and I like grimdark stuff because for those of my older subscribers, I am actually a massive fan of Happy Tree Friends, which is like really like bloody and gutty and gory, and that's probably what got me interested in cupcakes. That's how I sort of first noticed cupcakes, and that's pretty much how I turned into a brony cupcakes. But I'll get on that later. But anyway. Yes, I actually genuinely like cupcakes, because not only is it grimdark, which is something I really like, but it's actually very well written. I mean, this is something you'd almost never see. This is like a fanfic that has the main character is consistent throughout the whole thing. Like, Pinkie Pie remains in character for like the whole entirety of the fic. I mean, that's gonna be like a record. Not even the show can keep her characters consistent for more than 5 minutes. That's like, yeah, so it's actually really well written. I like it, so yeah. Good job, Sergeant Sprinkles. If you were in Equestria and you couldn't go back home, what would you do? Well, it all depends if I get turned into a pony or stay as a human. If I stay as a human, I would probably want to meet up with Lyra, so yeah. If I was a pony, then I'll probably just live in Ponyville and sort of live out a daily life there. As being a YouTube pooper, in addition to being a brony myself, I have to ask, what are your real thoughts on YouTube poop and YTPMV? Do you view it as another legitimate way to participate in the fandom by making MLP YTPs? Should I use you as a source in a YTP? Would you ever make a YTP? Now, I actually have thought about making a YouTube poop, but it's never really gotten anywhere. I never really thought about what gags I'm going to do or anything like that. As for real thoughts on YouTube poop, it's not really my thing, because I just don't really get YouTube poop, to be perfectly honest. And I know I watch a lot of it in my reaction series, but you would never watch me finding it like just because I want to. I only watch YouTube poop just for reactions, and that's pretty much it. Also, if you want to use me in YouTube poop, then go right ahead! Do you like Gurren Lagann? Yes. Yes, I do. How did you come up with the idea to do reaction videos? I actually can't remember myself. I think it was the Fine Bros, how they do their own series of like kids react, teens react, and so on. It was sort of like an inspiration from that, and a lot of it from Jack T. Herbert as well. But the thing is, after I put out my first reaction video, which was my reaction to Magic.mov, I actually discovered Jack after I did a few other videos. Like, I think it was uploaded another one, and then I discovered Jack, and I was like, holy shit, this guy's like brilliant. I could sort of, yeah, inspire my stuff from him. He looks pretty good. And that sort of turned into the collab, which you all know and love. And yeah, what is your favourite MLP shipping? Probably have to be Fluttermac or Flutterdash. What are your favourite games? My favourite games would have to be Crash Bandicoot 2, Crash Bandicoot 3, the Jak and Daxter trilogy, Prototype, both 1 and 2, Team Fortress 2, oh, and Minecraft, of course, Minecraft. How could I forget Minecraft? Did you ever make up a pony? If so, what does he/she look like and what's its name? Now, for those of you who do watch my reaction series, which is mostly all of you, you would know in the intro, there's that pony with like the headset and the beanie, and that's me. The guy who made that little intro artwork, Major Jimothy on YouTube, he sent me that message on YouTube and said, that is me as a pony. Though I did sort of have an idea, like sort of a general idea of what I wanted to do for an OC myself. And it sort of looks a little something like this, where it basically just looks like me with my leather jacket, a white shirt, and my fedora. Sonic or Mario, Crash Bandicoot. How can I make an animation? I have no idea, I'm not an animator. Ask someone who is an animator. What is your deal with hats? Let's just say I've played a little too much TF2. How many hats do you have? A lot. Do you record videos in your room? If you do, then when? Yes, I do record videos in my room, and you're getting about, what, 90–80% of the entire room. So yeah, it's kind of small, but hey. And since I have finished school, but my sister and my parents go to work and school, I sort of have to sort of record at around, what, 12 to 3:30, which is when they come back home. So I sort of had to record around that time period. Or if I'm recording on the weekend, then I just sort of have to tell them, hey, I'm recording, so don't bother me. So yeah, that's how that works. What is your favourite episode of Friendship is Magic? I have no idea. Trying to ask my favourite episode of Friendship is Magic is like trying to pick between my children. Not that I have any yet, but you know what I mean. It's like, they're all my favourite, but I can't pick out which is the most favourite. But sort of recently, I've sort of had a likeness for the most recent episode, One Bad Apple. I have no idea why, but I just do. What other things do you plan to do on YouTube in the future? Now, here's a bit of a sneak peek of what I'm going to do. I'm sort of maybe doing some old PlayStation games, some Let's Plays and speedruns of old PlayStation games, so look forward to that in the future. Which gaming system do you prefer? Nintendo, PlayStation or Xbox? I've actually sort of had a taste of all of them. When I was a kid, I had the original PlayStation and PlayStation 2, and during my early teen years I had the Nintendo Wii, and I also played a bit of the N64 and DS and everything. And only recently I have an Xbox 360 with Kinect. So yeah, I sort of had a taste of everything. Do you know who Jeff the Killer is? If so, are you scared of him or not? Yeah, and yes, I have heard of Jeff the Killer. I read the whole creepypasta story about him. But the thing is, I sort of see a couple of flaws with this creepypasta story. Then again, it is creepypasta and most of them aren't, you know, real. But the thing is, I do sort of see a couple of flaws. Like for example, when he was like set on fire, I think he would have been like, his skin wouldn't be completely white. I think it would just be completely melted and burnt off. Because if you've seen Revenge of the Sith, you would know what happens to someone when someone gets set on fire. Their skin like completely boils and melts, their hair just gets burnt off. So yeah, that's kind of a flaw in that story. What if your OC pops out of a portal and he says hi? What would be the first thing you'd do? Well, I could certainly freak a lot of people out if I sort of showed him out to the general public. I was like, hey look, it's a real life pony! And of course a lot of bronies would be swooping in. How did you become a brony? Basically, how I became a brony is, well hang on, let's go way back to when I first discovered Friendship is Magic. It all happened around the time of mid-2011 when I was watching a couple of videos by YouTube user Bolspawn who was sort of talking about Friendship is Magic and the whole brony thing, and of course anyone's general reaction to grown men watching a show for kids is pretty much like, oh my god, grown men watching a show for little girls, oh my god, bronies are all fags. And of course that's pretty much my reaction as well. Granted, that's everyone's reaction. So anyway, yeah, I decided to watch a few more videos because, I mean, the whole thing interests me because I pretty much go out of my way to learn about all the new and upcoming memes. So yeah, I was looking it up on Know Your Meme and a couple of other sites and other videos, and I was pretty much like, okay. And it was sort of around the point around towards the end of 2011 where I was sort of like on the fence about it. I was sort of neutral to bronies at the time while still disliking the show. And it was about around mid-January of 2012 is when I finally sort of caved in and watched an episode, and I was hooked. Slenderman has impregnated me with a child! What do I do? Sorry, honey bunny, but this is gonna hurt you a lot more than it hurts me. What do you hate? Flies. They are fucking everywhere, especially in Australia during the summertime, and mosquitoes. Oh god, especially these massive blowflies. They sort of come to my room and buzz around all over the place. It drives me up the fucking wall. Also, another thing I hate, people who do not get their facts right. That really annoys me. What's your favourite song in MLP? Winter Wrap Up, Smile Smile Smile, This Day Aria, and Babseed. Do you play Assassin's Creed 3? No, I don't. I actually do have the original, like the first Assassin's Creed on Xbox, but I almost never play it. What is the first item to your left? Rarity. Do you live by yourself? I already sort of mentioned this in a previous question, but no, I do not live by myself. Like I said, I live with my sister and my parents, so yeah. Are you going to be working with, or at least be shown in any other famous bronies on YouTube, such as Saberspark, Brony Dance Party, or even AC Race Beast? I don't even know who any of those are. But it would be cool if I was featured in like really popular in the brony community. That, of course, popularity is what everyone strives for. A magical portal suddenly appeared and you were magically transported to Equestria and you were turned into a pony too. You started hanging out with every pony and developed a crush on some pony. Which pony would you crush on? Fluttershy. Have you seen pony porn? Yes, I have. And that is all I will say. How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? A lot. How many pickles would it take to defeat a vagina monster? It all depends on which vagina monster you're defeating. If it's one from the east and you've only got a jar, then you're laughing. But if it's a western one, then you're kind of in a sticky situation there. No pun intended. Do you have a role model? If so, then who? Now, I already mentioned this guy before in this very video. Ballspawn. He's pretty much what shaped me into be a good brony, mainly because he was actually one of the very first guys to sort of actually critique the brony culture as a whole, and he did a bloody good job of it, so good work on Ballspawn, you are awesome. Have you ever heard of Cardfight Vanguard? No, I haven't. What's your favourite species of tacos and fire trucks? Definitely purple. If Princess Celestia came to your house and said you can be your favourite pony, taking its body and form, but there's a catch, you must eat that pony alive to take its body and form. Which pony would you be? Oh man, this is a tough one, dude. I'm gonna have to move on from that one. What is your opinion on the Wii U? I actually have no idea. I need to look into that some more often. Who is your favourite pony? Fluttershy, Luna, Derpy, Lyra, Vinyl Scratch, Chrysalis, Pinkamena, Babseed, Sweetie Belle, and Nyx. Well, that was the first episode of my question and answer round. Don't forget to leave questions in the comment section as an inbox or on Tumblr or whatever. Ask as many questions as you like. Just remember, don't spam, no reaction requests. And yes, my name's Gills is Cool, and I'll see you next time.